Cancer! Welcome to December. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Cancer for December. And I just want to say a quick thank you to all of you who watch the videos, to all my stars, my viewers. I really love doing these readings, and it's because of you that I'm able to continue doing this. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. So let's see what's coming up for December for Cancer. One of the first things is that we've got a full moon on December 3rd in Gemini, and that's happening in your 12th house of dreams and of the unconscious, of connecting with the whole, things related to the divine. I see with this full moon that for some of you, your dreams are finally arriving, or there's a highlight on your dreams. So it's kind of saying, don't let your dreams go by the wayside. Don't let weeds grow around them. It's highlighting your dream world. So you may get a lot of activity in your dreams. It's featured for you during this full moon in Gemini, and it can be a time when your dreams are coming true for you, Cancer. And then we also have a new moon on December 18th. That's happening in Sagittarius. And new moons are great times to begin something new. Because this is happening in your 6th house of work and day-to-day schedules and routines, it could be like setting up a good time to set up new work routines. Or, you know, if you're an early riser, maybe you decide to change things up. Maybe you decide to mix up your day. Like if you go to the gym before work, you may end up going afterwards, or working more social events into your routine, or vice versa. It's just a great time to begin new things or set new intentions about your day-to-day schedule, work routines, and or your health. So health and fitness is also featured for 6th house. So if you wanted to begin something new regarding your health, like a new fitness regimen, a new workout routine, new habits that regard your health, like new eating habits, this is a great time to do that. And you still have Jupiter, the big planet of blessings and expansion, sitting in your 5th house of love and romance. So those are still raining in on you, and that'll be there through the rest of the year, Cancer. It may be a really great year for love for you, Cancers. So let's see what's coming up for Cancer for December. Looks like it opens the month with Chariot, followed by 10 of Wands, then 8 of Swords, and 2 of Swords. It's followed by 7 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Empress in reverse, Ace of Coins, and then 10 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Strength in reverse, and High Priestess. So let's take a look and see what's happening here. I see you open the month, first of all, with Chariot. And Chariot means victory, success, knowing which way you're going, potentially travel for some of you at the beginning of December, and it means trusting your instincts regarding decision making. Chariot has a balance between trusting the analytical, logical mind, the left brain, and then also the wild, passionate, feelings-driven side, the right brain, the more creative side. So it's really striking a balance between the two of those and always knowing which way to go forward. And it really guarantees a lot of success. Chariot always crosses the finish line, and it's a real card of success and victory, accomplishing your goals, knowing which way to go, being flexible, being able to change with a changing road, and knowing which way will lead you to cross that finish line. So a lot of great energy with Chariot. This is also the Cancer card. It's ruled by Cancer, so it's really featuring you prominently, going where you want to go and crossing the lines, the finish lines with victory of achieving some of your goals. It also features travel and going to places that you want to go. So this full moon in Gemini is a really social full moon. There's a lot of partnership energy featured in it. So some of you may be arriving at victory in terms of your partnerships or social events that you want to be going to. This shows you getting out and going. This is a lot of movement. So if you sometimes you Cancers are connected with the home and you like to be homebodies or stay home. This shows you getting out and about. It's a real card of movement and change. I also see that you may have a lot of responsibilities at the beginning of December that are kind of weighing you down and making you just want to like check out. If you do feel like you're carrying too much, this is a good time to review what it is that's unnecessary that you can put down. What's not yours, Cancer? Because when this card shows up, it shows that you're carrying more than your fair share of the load. You may have too many irons in the fire. And what I'm seeing with Eight of Swords and Two of Swords is that it's causing you to feel immobilized and stuck. Eight of Swords can be a card of feeling powerless or feeling like you have no choice in the matter, or that that you don't have any choice in what all these things are that you're carrying, but you really do have a choice. It's only when you blindfold yourself, which you'll see in both of these cards, that you can't really go forward, because your thoughts, that's what the Swords energy represents, is stymieing you and making you stagnant, making you feel like you don't know which way to go forward, that you kind of maybe are believing that you do have to carry all of this, but really you have a choice in the matter. You just have to face it. You just have to take off this blindfold, put down one of these swords that is in Two of Swords, and get rid of any of this limiting, self-limiting belief, because I always point out in this card that she's there by herself. There's nobody else holding her captive, even though she may feel captive and stuck and powerless. It's really that once you get rid of these self-limiting thoughts, that you can come to a place where you narrow it down to just a few things, and you can always put down one sword and just go forward, take that blindfold off, and proceed with clear vision. So if you're feeling like you have too much to do at the beginning of December, Cancer, know that you have a choice. You don't have to. It's only your beliefs that are limiting you. It's only, your own self blindfolding yourself and checking out that is keeping you stuck or stagnant. You actually have more choices and options than you may realize. This is Seven of Cups in reverse. And when this card comes up, it means we have lots of choices, lots of options, lots of great things. But in the reverse, you may not fully realize how many choices are available to you at this time. So just try to look around and see that actually there may be more choices available to you than you're aware of. And it may, if you don't recognize how many choices are there for you, it may limit your vitality or your ability to feel fully, courageous, bold, prosperous, abundant, creative. These are both very strong cards. They're both in positions of authority. This is Empress and this is Queen of Wands. And they're both sunny, radiant cards. They're both very satisfied. They know how to get things done. Queen of Wands knows how to take action, and Empress knows how to let things flow to her. She's really a great model of how to receive and be satisfied with all the things that come to you. So with these in reverse, what it's just saying to me is that unless you become aware, you kind of have to do the work. Unless you become aware that you're not stuck, you're not having to shoulder all this burden, you're not a victim, unless you become aware of all the choices that are really available to you, to look around and see them and recognize them, it may limit your feeling of being able to decide for yourself and really, take action, either take action or receive. That you don't see that you're the one who's in charge, Cancer. So that's really one of the lessons for the middle of December, is to get through this mind stuff into a place where you feel in command and in control, because you really do see that you have lots of options. You have lots of great options that are sparkling and inviting you. Just be careful of what you choose when this card shows up, because sometimes with this card, it's that what you see is not necessarily what you get. You almost have to do your homework and research when this card shows up, because it's saying be careful what you wish for. But it looks like you get a beautiful beginning of something new. It looks like you do make a choice, you know, because this is 7 of Cups in reverse and this is 2 of Swords, which is sometimes not seeing the options in front of you or not being willing to make a choice. But I see by that new moon in Sagittarius on December 18th, you do make a choice. And this is Ace of Coins, which is being willing to receive the new great thing that the universe wants to hand you. And it leads you to this new garden. So a new lifestyle, new things coming in, potentially new money or a new job. It's a new thing that the world wants to bestow a gift to you of. And aces are always new beginnings. It's a fresh new start. So whatever you do end up choosing, I do see you enjoying it and liking it. Towards the end of the month, you may have to assert your boundaries. Otherwise, it may drain your happiness, especially within a relationship. I'm seeing you needing to be firm about something and declare your truth, but there's some fear, doubt, resistance, or hesitancy into declaring, like, this is okay with me, or this is not okay with me. This is what I will accept, or this is what I will not accept. This is what I see to be true. You might be fearful about expressing that because you're afraid that it's going to upset the apple cart with a relationship or whatever is causing you to be really happy here. This is 10 of Cups. This is the most amount of happiness on a card. And you can see that if you do embody Queen of Swords energy, that this, you know, is where the rainbow's end is. These two go together. But if you're fearful about stating your truth or defining your boundaries, it may cause this relationship to drain all the color, all the vitality, all the joy out of it anyway. So towards the end of the month, don't give in to your fears about being assertive or being clear and direct with what your needs are, what your boundaries, what your limits are, because that's what comes in tandem with this 10 of Cups. This is happiness and this is fulfillment. Don't give in to the insecurities or fears about expressing yourself really clearly and really directly. Potentially, too, this could be in an air sign that you're not seeing eye to eye with. It could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius that you feel is, you know, draining away your happiness and that you're trying to just have patience and endure, that you feel like you just don't have the strength to deal with that person. But ultimately, I'm going to say, listen to your intuition. You Cancers are pretty good at that usually. This is High Priestess, and she knows the answer. She has that scroll on her lap where she just intuitively knows by getting quiet and listening. If you feel like your happiness is pouring out, that you can't say what you want to say and be assertive, or that you're not having patience or courage, I'm really seeing courage with these two together. Courage to say what you mean, regardless of how you feel like it might affect your present happiness. Turn all of these right side up, Cancer. Say what you mean. Have the courage. And guess what comes with that? Grand happiness. So trust the inner small voice within, especially towards the end of the month. That's really going to serve you. And she really knows the answer already inside her. So this is someone who has access to secret, hidden mysteries. She knows the truth, just sort of on a gut level. So trust that. This is that crescent moon that represents you, Cancers. And I'm seeing it too, you know, echoed here in the Chariot. So trusting your intuition is something both of these cards have in common, and they're kind of bookending your reading for December. So really trust your intuition this month. It's going to lead you to not only hearing that inner voice inside, but also having a lot of success with it and victory and knowing which way to go. Especially if you're having any problems with indecision or trying to see options or choose between options, you do make the right choice. And you know intuitively what the right choice is. And towards the end of the month, don't be afraid of expressing yourself, especially regarding your needs. Have the courage to do so, and it'll bring you great happiness. So that's my reading for you, Cancer, for December. It looks pretty good. Just don't get too wrapped up inside your head. See the options in front of you. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Cancer. or feel free to share it on social media. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me, I offer 3-card readings, half-an-hour readings, relationship readings, hour-long readings, and within those I offer numerology, astrology, cards of destiny, love cards, and tarot. So I look forward to doing a reading for you. As always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful December and beautiful holidays. Thanks so much for watching. Yours in the Stars.